Hello everyone, we're a few minutes into the finals and kind of waiting till a more complicated board state develops so there's something to talk about. Like I said, Ribbons is, I think, both objectively the favorite and also, we're rooting for him because he beat us, and that means he's clearly the best player in the world. It's a very small thing, but I think probably doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form, but killing the token is probably better than killing the creature. Because of, if nothing else, Cemetery's zombie that exiles stuff from your graveyard. Um, but probably irrelevant. So he can block here and kill this on the bounce back. If he has a Vizier of Remedies in his hand, he probably doesn't want to block. So he's probably happy that that this threatened this off. Um, okay. Another red cap. So on board, he's not quite dead to another Anthem effect, but pretty damn close. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. The Ritual Lake of Dead field starts are pretty scary. Alright. So I guess while they're sideboarding, their lists won't technically be public, but we can look at what the users have played in the past and get something pretty close to their lists. Or at least sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. I know Ribbons switched from a. Okay, so this is probably the list. Ribbons switched from Orzhov Aristocrats to, or from Gregaria Aristocrats to Orzhov Aristocrats. But I think both of them should be available, and the full list will be available as soon as the tournament's over. Yeah. Yep. So this is the list that I brought in our Angel of Condemnation against, and you can kind of see why. It blocks Bishop, it flickers his stuff, Red Cap can't kill it without additional assistance. Plague Recycle can't kill it without additional assistance. That's not bad. Um, it's an interesting decision to. I don't think this is in the main. I assume he decided to bring it in as a sideboard hedge, but it's always interesting making those calls because it's not that it's bad to like strip that out of his hand. It's I feel like if this goes to, like what discard spells do is slow down the game and remove resources from both players. And if this goes to like turn 10 or even turn 8, I feel like that has to heavily favor Ribbons versus Frackham. I feel like Frackham wants to end the game. Wants to have enough zombies and enough Anthem effects to just like roll over Ribbon on like turn 7, 8, 9 ish. But we'll see. I guess it's also possible. We were looking at the list just now. Ribbon does not run Light of Day, but Light of Day would be something that like forces people to bring in either Lay Bare the Heart or Transgress the Mind or something of that effect. Yeah. um, so being on the this Ribbons lost the first game, so his being on the play and being able to like set up his field is very important. Let's see. All right, maybe Zombies takes the entire thing. I don't know. Does not look good for our heroes. It's like not big enough, not anymore. Okay. I think you just attack with the token. I think you leave this back because you don't want him. Well, so if I'm Ribbons, I'm definitely double blocking here. Well, I guess double blocking doesn't do anything because you can just, if you double block, he just puts all the damage on Skurzdag High Priest. So it's, I guess attacking there was correct, assuming I don't think there's any 1 mana spell he can play that's relevant. Speaking of just things to talk about, I think it's kind of interesting that people will play the on-color tap lands, and I wonder, and I've wondered this a couple times. I do it because I'm lazy and don't want to buy them, but and I have all of the tri lands, but I feel like it's probably better, even if it's just to confuse your opponent, to play a tri land that's like relevant to that has the 2 colors you want in your 2 color deck rather than to play the 2 color land, because that like at least threatens that you might have a sideboard card or something. Like there's no reason to play this versus I don't know what the wipe like Nomad Outpost, like I think that's what it's called, like, Nomad Outpost, Nomad Encampment. No. Because if you play Nomad Encampment, you might be threatening, I don't know, something. There aren't any relevant red sideboard cards, I think, but yeah, Nomad Outpost. Um, and also it means you have to own less scrappy dual lands, but it's just is a small thing. But I wonder if like same thing for the Guild Gates. There's not any reason to play those versus the Trilands, and you can threaten. You can both, if you have 4 of them, you're just like threatening or faking something off the side. If you have 8 of them, you can legitimately splash. Like I ran 8 Vivids a couple seasons ago and just splashed Compost entirely off those. But Zombies won. Pack your Light of Days. Run for the hills. Zombies should play Gnawing Zombie, but they actually shouldn't because it'll make the matchup harder for me. And this has been a kind of broadcast slash recording of Penny Dreadful tournament. I hope you enjoy it, and feel free to check out pennydreadfulmagic.com for all of the information, and I hope you come and join us if you aren't already a regular. Thanks, guys.